Across the internet, whether it was Twitter, Reddit, or even my own comment section, people have been talking about how this is the best engine swap this month. This is the Mazda Atenza Sedan XDL package, and today we're going to be testing this vehicle out to see how good it is stock, fully upgraded, as well as engine swap, since people are saying that this is the best engine swap we've received this month. So with that being said, let's dive straight into it. So the Mazda Atenza Sedan, you can pick this vehicle up from Brand Central for just under 40,000, because this car comes at a price of 39,690 credits. Honestly, such a strange figure, but regardless, that's how much it's gonna cost you. So this vehicle comes equipped with a 2.2 liter inline 4-cylinder diesel engine. I am today years old when I learned that this is actually a diesel. Now this car produces 172 brake horsepower, it's front engined all-wheel drive, and comes in at a weight of 1,600 kgs. Now what that equates to around the circuit is not very exciting. I'll be the first to admit it, the standard Atenza is not the fastest thing you're gonna drive. This vehicle we see coming around Kyoto Driving Park is averaging lap times around the 2-minute 11-second mark, which frankly is very slow. But the thing is, this is not a performance vehicle, no, because with it being the diesel engine, as we know, diesels aren't the fastest thing on the planet, and with it being the L package, which is the luxury package, it's not really that fast. So there's only one way to improve that, and that's to head on over to the tuning shop. So once you do that, well, we are gonna see there is gonna be an improvement in the power, because once you spend quite a bit of money, you are gonna be left with 421 brake horsepower and a vehicle that weighs 1,184 kgs, which is a lot of weight out of this vehicle and a lot more power. So once we upgrade the vehicle there, we can then head on over to GT Auto and upgrade the visual appearance of this vehicle. Now in GT Auto, we see we have one option for a front splitter, we have one option for a side skirt, no rear diffuser, a type A option for the rear wing, which is just a small lip, and a custom rear wing option. So that's really all the visual customization options we have for the Mazda Atenza. Now when it comes to using this vehicle around the circuit fully upgraded on racing soft tires, max downforce, this vehicle comes in at a performance points rating of 654 performance points, which isn't that much. Now around the circuit, well, we see that the Mazda just is a lot faster. Now it's in lap times around the 1-minute 39-second mark, which look is still not the fastest thing out there, but it is a lot better than stock. So with you spending a lot of money to upgrade the Mazda Atenza, you are, how do I say this, you're bringing it up to the level of a fast sports car that's standard. It's not going to be extremely competitive at the 600 performance points mark. Yes, this may be an ideal vehicle to use, because with it being quite heavily upgraded at that mark, you can see some decent competition in the vehicle. But even with it being fully upgraded, it's not the most exhilarating thing. But if you're jumping from the standard version of this car to it being fully upgraded, there is a massive difference, and honestly, it's a needed difference. If the Atenza came out with this performance right here standard, it would be a very fun vehicle to use in Gran Turismo 7. But with the Mazda Atenza, you can either spend your money and upgrade the standard engine, or you can just engine swap it. So if we now head on over to GT Auto, we see if we spend 210,000 credits, which frankly isn't a lot, we are gonna get the engine from the Alfa Romeo Giulia, which is, I think, the first time we've actually been able to use this engine in a different vehicle. And once we fully upgrade it, well, we are gonna be left with 853 brake horsepower. Yes, we do see the weight slightly increase in the vehicle, now bringing it up to 1,252 kgs, but the power has doubled from what it previously was. So now fully upgraded, max downforce, racing soft tires, the vehicle is at 729.84 performance points. So when it comes to using a vehicle around a circuit, it is so much faster. With it being all-wheel drive, also you can add a torque vectoring differential, which will just aid in the driving style you want for the vehicle, because you also do need to watch out for just understeer. With it being all-wheel drive and traveling at high speeds, the car can be a bit understeery at moments, but with the torque vectoring differential, I managed to put most of the power towards the rear, having a 40-60 split, and it just helped out quite a bit, and the vehicle was actually quite fun to use. Now the acceleration was a lot better than the standard engine, and we see that this vehicle was able to climb upwards to 300 kilometers per hour, which was quite impressive for the little Mazda Atenza. Now when it comes to lap times around Kyoto Driving Park, we were finding ourselves sitting lap times around the 1 minute 33 second mark, which frankly is quite impressive, with my fastest lap time being a 1 minute 32 in fact. So the Mazda Atenza is capable of actually getting down, and it's just such an improvement and making a vehicle that was never really competitive. I created a 700 performance point tune for this vehicle because I thought, you know what, let's see if we can use it for some money grinding. So with the 700 performance point tune applied to the vehicle, we then took it around Le Mans. So the WTC 700 around Le Mans is a 30-minute event, and you earn 825,000 credits at the end of it. So I jumped into a vehicle, set on over to fuel map level 6, and just kicked it around the circuit. So look, coming down the main straightaway, I was traveling over 310 kilometers per hour before I need to slam on the brakes to make it around the first chicane. Now the vehicle, under braking, around the corners, the cornering was a bit heavy because I did have to just add a lot of weight to get it under the 700 performance points mark. But overall, the vehicle, the performance output, even on fuel map level 6, the vehicle was fast. However, when it came to fuel consumption, it was a bit of an issue, as I saw myself, even with using a manual transmission, fuel saving tactics, which look, I'm not the best at, I'll be the first to admit it, I was only getting 2 laps out of the Mazda Atenza. Now yes, I'm sure if you have better gear tuning, then you can find a way to just make the vehicle a lot more efficient. But for me, who really didn't deep dive into making the perfect tune for the Mazda Atenza, I was averaging about, as I said, 2 laps before I need to go into a pit, which look, can still get you the win on this event, but it's not the most efficient or making it the easiest vehicle to use for this event. So that's just something you might want to keep in mind when purchasing or engine swapping the Mazda Atenza. But look, with the vehicle fully upgraded as a just perfect track vehicle to have fun with, it's okay. I'm not gonna go out and say this is the best engine swap we've had this month, because frankly I haven't even tested out all of the engine swaps, but I don't think it's gonna be the best one. I'll be real with you, I thought it was kind of mid, but overall it's decent. There's nothing I can really hate on it about. On my initial lap of the WTC 700, I did a 4 minutes and 8 second lap time, which frankly isn't fast, but it's just fast enough to get a win and be a lot faster than the opponents. But frankly, for me to say a vehicle is fast and really viable for this event, it needs to be doing a sub 4 minutes initial lap, or just around the 4 minute 5 second lap, and the Atenza was not doing that. So the Mazda Atenza, I don't think it's gonna be the best engine swap we've received this month, but hey, who knows, maybe I'll change my opinion at the end of it. So with that being said, let me know your opinion on the Mazda Atenza with the engine swap. And with this being said, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.